my heels at home, waiting for the phone to ring. Anything but sit around all day and play the electric drum away. No audience applause. You can't see through doors. But I gotta get back on the road. Life is like a heavy stone around my neck. If I can't hit the deck, back on the road, turn on my guitar and empty all the bank. Play to you again. The world's a stage. Am I just a player, waiting for my turn to wear the crown? The world's a stage, and I am just a player. You cut my strings and I fall down. Playing with yourself can send you blind to everything you hear. Blind from ear to ear, going crazy, being lazy. I find myself forgetting who I am. Maybe I'm a made man, but I gotta get everything you hear. Blind from ear to ear. Going crazy, being lazy. I find myself forgetting who I am. Maybe I'm a made man, but I gotta get back on the road. Life is like a heavy stone around my neck. If I can't hit the deck, back on the road, turn on my guitar and empty all the pain. Play to you again. Back on the road, life is like a heavy stone around my neck. If I can't hit the bed, back on the road, turn on my guitar and empty all the pain. Play to you again.
Well,
Happy Monday.
happy
children of
Monday,
the lawn.
children of the lawn. I hope you enjoyed that one. That's interesting story behind that song. When we were doing the songs for the TV show, we needed more songs, and because we needed 13 songs and a title theme, one for each episode. And so we were looking through all of our, everybody thinks, oh, I could do the whole album myself. Wrong, because of what it needed to speak about, and
Or not speak about.
not speak about. Yeah, we weren't allowed to say anything about drugs or sex or
Violence.
weapons, any kind of anything like that. And in fact, when we did the demos, before we got that deal, we did the demos, and there were very different lyrics and very different arrangements to the songs that I don't guess you've ever heard, because they've never been out there. But that particular song. Who's that?
Hey, Char.
Char.
No, that wasn't John coming to visit. But
Not like that would be terribly unusual.
We think he came earlier.
Well, I'll tell you, it's thundering pretty good outside. And
Yeah.
when today is a very weird day. We were looking at each other at noon, and that's when we got the call, and it's just, what a weird day. But I'm not here to do the gloom thing.
No gloom.
Because out of all of us, John's probably having the best time. So, and I know I've told you my Entwistle Chris Squire rainbow story. Isn't it kind of odd if at the rainbow, not that we were, over the rainbow. Well, we were, but it's odd. I realized today that Chris Squire passed away on the same date, not the same year, but
on the 27th.
June 27th. So, John, you always had to be first at everything, right? Well, yeah. Okay, so today is about the good things, the good times, and I'm hoping that you'll see some stuff today that you have never seen before. What I did is I put together a bunch of clips from things that we did over the years together, clips from the film that we were creating the film when John was still alive. So the whole documentary thing, the first round of those shots, it was done with John. I mean, it's turned out to be, well, anyway. So there are things that I have to show you that were either not included in that or parts of it, and then I have some single shots that were meant for the film, and so this is very much raw footage, as if you were there for the shoot. You'll see some SMPTE code down at the bottom. For those of you that don't understand SMPTE code, those numbers that go along at the bottom, that's so that the film.
Okay, wait. Sue said, "Who passed away today? What did I miss?" Today is 20 years since John Entwistle died, and Chris Squire died a few years
later,
ago. Yeah.
Same, yeah.
On this date.
Yeah, nobody died. I
But
mean,
this
somebody
is the
died
20th
today.
anniversary of John's passing.
No, and this is, I mean, it's all, I wanted to wait to release the record until after this, because I didn't, I don't think you celebrate this part of it. I think you celebrate the
life.
everything that came before
That's
this part
right.
of it. And I know that's what John would want. I know that's what John would want.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and there's, something, not that it matters to me one way or the other, but John, he was a very famous, world-class, the epitome of a rock star. And that was cool, but he was my friend, and I was his friend. And when you're in this business, if you guys have picked up anything, it's very hard, especially if you have the kind of success that John has his, to find real friends that aren't there for the party or there for the fame or there for the good, whatever it is. If you were John Entwistle that worked at the tax office, how many people would be trying to sneak into your hotel room? So it's very difficult to make late life bonding friendships for anybody. I mean, but especially for somebody in that position. And I'm a, my self-esteem is so swollen with regard to the stage. That's all I care about. All I care about is what happens after 4 and before good night. That's
Not
all.
4 o'clock.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then we play, and then thank you, good night, and we're done.
Right.
And I was just as enthusiastic playing with all of the bass players that I was blessed to play with. But this one just happened to be my best friend.
Well, Richard, I looked. Chris Squire died 7 years ago today.
Wow.
And Richard Wing said, "That's really weird. Ever played Yes music?"
No, I never did. We never did. And it's funny because I know Alan White. He's a good guy, and we did some fantasy camps together.
But John and him knew each other.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, Chris, well. Anyway, so I don't have this in any particular order. What I did was I went and dug out my raw footage from the film. And so, as I was explaining before about the numbers at the bottom, it's called a SMPTE code, and it's so you can lock up the sound to the picture. If you cut something, it's just a technical thing, but it's been around forever, and it stands for something that I can't remember. SMPTE, SMPTE, yeah, It's studio managed something. Anyway, let's see. I've got a clip here. Oh, okay. You see, some of these don't have sound because they're just, where am I? I can be here too. Whoop. I can be here. Some of these don't have sound because they were just pickup shots. Ooh, look, I can grow. Hey, Mooney, No, he's over there. I'm backwards.
That was John's art.
Yeah, this is John's art, and this was actually shot. I'm going to go over here. Oh no, I'm going to go back over here. This was actually shot for a VH1 special, and it's really just a good view. I don't know if you can really see the colors. It's a little bleached out, but it was when the VH1 people were there, they good camera crew. And they were all about doing all this stuff and, taking these pictures. And then they were going to color correct it later. And, I hate myself being backwards. Yeah, so hang on a second, guys. I'm going to flip horizontal and go over here where I'm more comfortable. Now I know what I'm doing. Okay. So anyway, yeah, these are, pictures, but let me actually get into it and kick a little through, because they did a lot of this stuff, but here, let's see. Oh, that's John. There's John. Oh, these are the things from Spirit of 76. So that would be John doing John. That would be
And it's
that would be John playing John. Hey, man. Okay, so
now,
and
the
this
weird thing about the Keith picture, Steve looked at it after he posted it, and he happened to post it at 5:15.
And it was 5 minutes and 15. This clip is 5 minutes and 15 seconds long.
How?
It's like, come on. And when I edited, because I cut this out of rough footage from the film that we didn't use. Well, this was VH1 stuff, I think. But either way. It's stuff that never got used, that no one ever gets to see. It winds up on the floor. So, I thought it'd be nice to share it with you. Mm-hmm. And it's cool. There's some cool stuff on here. I'm not sure. Is there speaking? Do I hear talking? Oh, that's his pen set. That's how he did these colors. Because originally his art was just pen and ink.
Oh, Tim McCullen's brother had Spirit of 76.
Well, that was it. Mm-hmm. That was John's Spirit of 76. That was the original. But yeah, it was. This was. We did a Jimi Hendrix together. He did the line drawing, and then I got to go into his color box
and color it
and color it in. Yeah. I should have probably sent you a picture, showed you a picture of it, but it doesn't matter. And it was fun, because I said, "Oh wow, this is really good," and so I signed it, and he wrote "Color by." Color by me.
Color by you.
Then he signed it. Drawing by John Entwistle, color by me. Well, okay, I'll take that. No problem. No problem at all. So let's see what else we have. This is just this, and that's just them. It's called B-roll, and
John is letting himself be heard right now.
Yeah, John's clapping it up out there.
It's thundering away.
Having a good time. Oh, look, I'm gone. I'm back.
Okay, Kitty loved John's red boots and his drawings.
He had those frickin' boots in every color that you cannot imagine. Somewhere in these things, maybe there's a shot of his wardrobe, but he had literally, he was like the paint swatches at Lowe's. He had them, and in every color, in every finish, which is leather or suede, and they were, they were really that thing with the elastic on the side and the real, he had them made to the way he liked them, but he had them. He had suede ones in every color. I think those red ones were suede ones. Then he had them in leather in every color.
Yep.
And if you got to see the lyrics to Back on the Road, that tells you everything you need to know about John. So I'll tell you about. I was telling you about that song. We were looking for stuff to do in the studio because now we had a deal and we had to come up with 13 songs and a theme song for the show. And so I think we had like 10. and we had agreed we go horror rock. We knew was going to be the theme song. It was not, so that was easy. But Darker Side of Night and all the different songs that we did for that series, we still were like 2 or 3 short. John's looking around in his tape room, and that's, and he I don't know what he was looking for, but he called me up and said, a tape fell over in the tape room, and it was Bogeyman. So Bogeyman is the only song that we did that has Keith Moon on it. And John didn't even remember that it was Keith Moon. I said, that's Mooney playing drums. He goes, I don't know. It's like, it is, pal. That's Mooney. So, and that was cool, to have Mooney on a track, and I got to play the percussion, and it was that was an amazing time. But back on the road, I digress. Back on the road, what happened there? Oh, we're gone, I guess. Back on the road. Back on the road was a song that John did. I'm thinking early '80s, and that was John playing piano, John playing the bass, and Kenny Jones playing drums. Except that wasn't Kenny Jones playing drums. But John didn't want to re-record the song, so he said, we'll just overdub the guitar, because the vocal was good. Overdub the guitar, beef up some other keyboards, and you play drums on it. And I said, okay, I don't mind doing that. That's easy enough. And so we're playing the thing, and in the headphones I can still hear Kenny's drums, and they're coming back through the reverb. So every time I go to do a fill and I don't do what he does, it's like in the background. So I had to play, what did John say? Get a job, play a song, take a lot of cash. It was like, the typical Kenny Jones thing. And so I had to play those fills, which is not, and I had to do it in Kenny's timing. That whole recording experience was just magical. And, yeah. So, let's see. What's next on the hit parade?
I have no idea.
I'd say if the lights go out, if the show stops, just stay there, because the power may come back. Johnny's having himself a good time. Let's see. Check this out. I'm not sure.
How would you like to be remembered?
How would you like to be remembered?
Basically,
Now, I'm going to tell you something funny about this one. This is from the VH1 interview. And the girl, you can tell where the camera is, and the girl who's asking the questions is just to the left of the camera. And I'm sitting on the floor, because I don't want to be in the shot, I don't want to, but it's so funny because I remember doing this, and I remember sitting on the floor because I was directing the shoot, and, well, watch, you'll see. It's funny.
I guess I'd like to be remembered as someone who helped change the face of bass guitar, and being probably the only bass guitarist that hasn't been copyable.
Excellent. Right, one last question then.
Right.
I'll ask about your guitar collection.
If you're going to take that shot, excuse me, but you better have him die. Wait till we go in the other room to play.
Well, you've got a fantastic guitar collection. Can you tell me a little bit about it? How many guitars do you own, and what sorts? Where have you got them from?
Right. I've never really counted how many basses in the collection or how many guitars, so I know there's 208 at present, and there has been more, and there has been less. But yeah, I kind of buy and sell a lot, so I occasionally go into my guitar room and surprise myself by opening a case, and think to myself, oh, I can't remember that one. When did I get that? When you don't play them all, it's very hard to keep track of them. I have photographs of all of them, but.
Are they your biggest passion, though, those guitars? Are they your biggest passion, those guitars?
I wouldn't say guitars are my biggest passion. It's one of my biggest collections. I have collections of lots of things. Collections of fish, collections of brass instruments and stuff. But I think the collection's kind of a sort of collection of like memories. I mean, the guitars that I'm most obsessed with at the moment are the guitars that I play on stage. They're always the ones that get the most attention. I mean, the others stay locked away and they get the cases opened every so often. But my biggest passion is the basses that I'm playing.
And how long did it take you to collect 208 guitars?
I started collecting in 1975.
Must be worth a bit of money now. Excellent. I think that's it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's one thing I want you to have. You've got everything. It's a lovely place to live, and you've got so many interesting hobbies. You obviously, music is a complete passion of yours, but what keeps you putting yourself under all the pressure and going out? I mean, how comes you've got so much energy? Why do you want to keep going out and playing live instead of taking it?
I think the main passion that drives me is my desire to get better, to play better, to think up sort of new ways of playing stuff. I keep working basically to do that. The other thing is I have 13 dogs and a 50-room house to support, and occasionally I'll go down in the field and scream abuse at this house because it's the reason I have to work, but I also have to work because of my passion for playing.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I could tell you about some of the collections. One of these, I think you might see some collections, because I took, I'll tell you this about John. He loved showing people his stuff.
He loved collecting stuff.
He loved, yeah, but
the
all right.
fish.
You look at that big house, right? We're talking like shining big. It's big.
53 rooms.
And everything is like there's a joke or a laugh everywhere. There's just the craziest stuff. I mean, there's good stuff too. He collected. He loved grandfather clocks and porcelain sculptures, but
teapots.
Yeah, teapots. He had the whole. It was insane. But he collected armor. Well,
Yeah, Kitty said knights. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he.
Knights
But the thing
and
about it is,
shining armor.
imagine, I was there for years and years in that house. And I don't think, except for maybe when the guys from Oasis came down, there was ever more than a dozen people in that house at the same time.
Well, after his.
Well, yeah,
There was.
Yeah. But it was, so I mean, but for the most part.
Oh, wow. Sue heard our thunder there.
Oh, that's our thunder.
That's John being part of the show.
See, he's got a, that's. And I'll tell you another thing. John loved the stories. He loved telling them. He loved
listening
to them. He loved listening to them being told Tell him what happened in Texas. No, you don't want me to tell him what happened in Texas, do you? Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
And he would laugh. Stand there and
He'd
listen.
laugh like he was being told the story for the first time.
Yeah, like a little kid.
Like a little kid.
Okay, so Richard Wing
Yeah.
says, so true, not copyable, so true, no one has done what he was able to accomplish creatively with the electric bass.
Well, if you listen to the chat with Pete, and if you think about what bass was, when I did Ox's Tail after the fact, after John had passed and I had to finish it years later, it was so obvious that John just came out of, and realize this, he liked James Jamerson. If you asked him who his favorite bass player was, he would say, me, of course. But he liked James Jamerson and he liked Eddie Cochran. So if you take the twang,
Thanks, Shar. Oh, and thanks, Shar.
and what? This?
Thanks, Shar.
Megastar. See? Look at this. I'm going crazy.
And I'm driving you.
Yeah, you are driving. I don't even remember where I was. I mean, you could go on.
James Jameson was his favorite.
Oh, the bass player thing. Yeah. Because guys used to say to him, he used to ask him, what do you think of Flea, or what do you think of, oh God.
He didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, he didn't want to hear it.
Nope.
And I think he would have liked a lot of those guys. But I remember, and I've told this story before, I remember we were watching or listening something to Seinfeld, and he bumped in and out of the commercial, bam, bam, bow, right, the bass sound. And I said, you realize if it wasn't for you, that bass sound wouldn't even exist. And he said, you're going to blame that on me?
Mm-hmm. And he didn't want to talk about the Who. He said,
Yeah, he
whenever I set up interviews, make sure they don't ask me any questions about the Who. This is about my band, not the Who. So there's that.
So there is that. So let's see. Well, let's see what else we have on the
Let's see what
magic
we got.
carpet. Let's see what we've got. Boy, it's raining up a storm here.
Yeah, and thundering up a storm.
Amazing. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah?
Oh,
Totally
okay.
appropriate.
These are some cutaway shots. That would be the famous koi pond that you've heard so much about. Now, who has the koi pond?
Kitty does,
Uh-huh.
and she just went down to it.
That's right.
She's listening to the show as she goes to the koi pond.
Well, you can bring John's koi pond with you. There they are. And used to drive him nuts because there was a heron that came and would steal the fish. He'd go out there, he'd count them, he'd go back. That's it from the shore or whatever. There's a beautiful waterfall in it. And if you've ever heard me tell the story, they scattered John's ashes on the property, and I took one of the producers from the film for a walk around the property, and we were standing in front of the koi pond, and it started bubbling up like a frickin' bass solo.
Yeah, under the water.
And it was like, are you kidding me, man? And it was, I'm not one of those, what do you call them?
Believer in ghosts?
Yeah, it's not that I'm not a believer. Oh, there's the house, the famous shot
Yeah,
of the
okay.
house.
Well,
It's not that I'm not a believer in ghosts. I'm not one of those people that goes, ooh, 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 listen to this. Until you go there. Then you're that. Then you're, ooh, 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 listen to this.
well, see, I was exposed to a ghost at a very young age, so. I was.
A ghost exposed himself to you at a very young age?
Like
Wow.
6th grade. And I had a witness, so
Yeah.
it wasn't my imagination.
Okay. Well, anyway, so these are and that was a view from our room. You remember? Oh,
Yeah.
it's not up. Up. Wow.
Oh, John, okay, man.
Yeah, come
Just
on,
don't
John.
lock the
Easy. I'm
power
showing
out,
people your
dude.
house. You like this, remember? He wanted to, when we did the tour book for the 96 tour, he wanted it to be like a scrapbook, which is why there are all those pictures of the house and the dogs and the armor. And again, these are just cutaways, shots that I had done so that we could cut them into the film. Because don't forget, he was supposed to still be alive when my original version of the film came out. See, real bird, real cars. And that down there, if you can see where that road is, oh, look at this. That would be the linseed oil, is that, or rape? I can't remember which field that is. What's
Rape.
there? But yeah, check the. I mean,
Kitty heard the thunder. She's feeding her koi.
oh, well, that's nice. Anyway, so this is really me taking the crew to different parts of the house and different parts of the property so that we could do the shots. It was
They're all
just,
hearing the thunder.
yeah, well, yeah, I'm hearing
Yeah,
it too.
well, he's making sure he wants to.
Yeah, he wants you to see his stuff. All right, so let's see where we go next. All right, so that's bad. And if you've heard me tell the story about, if you've heard me tell the story about the Foss Way, I don't know if you can make out the structure down there in between the trees down at the bottom of the screen, but that is the hunting lodge from Quarwood. That's where the guests would stay when Lord Wolfson would have a hunt the next day. But this is interesting.
Turned it into
turned it into a B&B.
bed and breakfast, and that's where Steve got the
Now
powder
that's
horn.
Winston and oh god,
Ben and Winston.
Ben and Winston and
Marlena.
No, but is that Marlena?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, well
Yep.
that's Sue.
Yep.
And then I tell you what, you want to talk about some Sue would make the boys on Yellowstone cry.
Yeah.
She would make Teeter cry.
She made Teeter cry. That's right.
She's that's Asa.
Asa. I loved Asa.
Wow.
He was
and
in the
then
front.
every
Asa was
day
in the
she would
front.
take all these dogs. Now I don't know what there's some more of them. There's you see him straggling out in the back
Well,
there.
because his Rottweiler had 10 puppies and he kept them all.
Yeah, he decided to keep. Well, let's just keep them.
Keep them all.
Let's keep them all. And
And
that's
we-
Sue
plus
walking the dogs for a few miles.
And he had the 2 wolfhounds, which are back there. I see Scarlet.
Scarlett's out with him too.
Yep.
So there you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and man, let me tell you, it was some fun. It was like musical Disneyland.
Yeah.
All the stuff, and this was. I mean, we just happened to catch this. I was out with the crew, and we just had. And that's a long way away. If you
That was
cut-
the
if you-
daily ritual.
Yeah.
That was taking the dogs for a walk.
Yeah, I was taking the dogs for a walk, and then we had walkies at night. The last
There's
walk.
Marlena right there.
Yeah, that's she was so sweet.
Sweet.
Unless she didn't know you. But yeah, and they took all the, this is the grounds. Sue was she was the head
Groundskeeper.
grounds, and the grounds were immaculate and just beautiful.
It looked like a park.
Yeah, it really did. It looked like and John loved it, but he loved to share it. And not the sad part about it, probably the saving grace is it was so far away from anything that it was tough to say, yeah, all right, see you tomorrow. Well, if you want to drive an hour and a half, yeah. But it was really to make records. Oh, and there's the old snake fountain you've heard me talk about. Yes?
Well,
Yes.
Sue says it's so cool to share this with them.
I'm glad you enjoy. I really am. It
Now the
makes me.
snake fountain. Okay, let's tell the story about the snake fountain.
Okay, the snake fountain is they were doing a Ouija board in the kitchen.
Asked if anybody was murdered.
Asked if anybody
in
had
that
been
house.
murdered in the house, and
They said yes.
they
The
said
board
yes.
said yes.
And they said how were they murdered? And they said a knife. It said knife.
Knife, right? And they said, where is it?
Yeah, where is the knife? And then it said snake fountain.
And they didn't know what the snake fountain
Yeah,
was.
they didn't know what the snake fountain was. I'm going to go back to snake fountain. They didn't because they had never seen the snake fountain. So one day John says, "Hey, let's go for a walk. I want to show you something." And he had so much property. I mean, I think he had 53 acres, and you're not going over that with a lawnmower.
Yeah, this was
anytime
like
soon.
an overgrown
Yeah,
part
this was like a
that he
whole
had-
overgrown part, like that King Arthur's Men. If you wanted to shoot a movie, that in England, that's where you would go.
So we went
And-
up there with
Yeah.
Fitz, his wolfhound,
Yep.
because he had discovered the snake fountain.
He found the
freaking.
freaking. He found this thing. He said, "I'm going up there and I'm cutting away things and trying to," because he
And he
wanted to
found-
build something or
Yeah.
make a
And he
gazebo.
found this snake
And he
fountain.
found this freaking thing.
And we have the video camera, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden, when we get close to the snake fountain, his dog Fitz made a horrific
Yeah,
noise,
and
like
threw up some
"Whoa!"
green stuff.
Threw up green stuff like in The Exorcist, and we ran away from that snake fountain.
Yep. Thank you. No.
They never
So,
did
yeah.
find the knife.
No,
Sue
never
wants,
found the knife.
Wait, Gail wants to know who owns it now. I have no idea. They sold. Somebody bought it.
Yeah, we have no idea.
No idea.
But Mrs. Gibbs is still there.
Is she still alive?
I hope so. I want to get. Where's the cars?
Don't know.
There they are. Okay, you've heard me. Well, I don't guess you've ever heard me talk about the Cadillac Baritz, but I think it's a '67 T-Bird with a 10-owl roof, and that over there is the the Rolls Royce that he had made into a station wagon,
So the dogs-
so the big dogs could go to the vet.
And he brought them back and forth from London
Yeah.
when he had the house in Roehampton.
Yeah, because he had the house. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, this is, it's all, see, now they're being artsy with the chrome. Pat, this has got to be driving you nuts, right?
The cars.
Yeah. And he wasn't, he had cars, but he didn't drive.
No.
In fact, I think there's a testament to that in one of these pieces of film somewhere. But yeah, that's them getting creative and whatever. You see the crowds going by. That's the T-Bird. Look at the plate. The thing that is, you have no idea how expensive it is
To get a vanity plate,
that
yeah.
A vanity plate. It's
In
like
England.
thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah. It's not like it is here.
No, $50.
Yeah.
And that's the roller. And you've also heard me mention how much he. Now look at that. FAL1C, phallic. Okay.
So drive into the little quaint English town.
Yeah, so drive into where, the
with your
Star
Rolls
Wars
Royce
bar.
station wagon with
and
your phallic
yeah,
plate.
with the phallic plate. Which I'm proud to say that
Chris.
young Chris Entwistle, the ward, has continued the plate. And it's an interesting thing. He just got a new car. I'm very happy for him.
And he has that plate
and he
on
has
it.
that plate on it, but it's got a little green bit on the side, right? And I said, "What's the green bit for?" And he said, "Electric car, darling."
Yeah.
So,
well, he's like,
yeah.
he's very London. He's like, oh, sweetheart. Oh,
Yeah, no,
darling,
he's very
darling,
posh.
darling,
He's
darling.
very, very.
Oh, darling.
He is as brilliant a person as you could ever hope to know.
Yeah.
And
The sweetest.
yeah,
Sweetest
just a
kid.
yeah.
Well, he's not a kid anymore. He's
No,
like
he's not a
50,
kid
but
anymore.
he's always been a
Check this
kid to
crazy
us.
thing out, right? Yeah, the Eld7. Okay, let's buy one of those. So, and he has 9 oct. Or
What
oct
does
9.
L7 mean?
Eldorado. 57 Baritz.
Okay.
Probably couldn't get 57 or whatever. But yeah, so I'm glad that we did this day.
Yeah.
These are.
John's, he's glad.
Oh, I know he's glad. He would
Yeah.
want. And who has street lights in their driveway? Okay.
That driveway was a mile
What a
long.
frick-
mile from that driveway to the main road, which was not a very busy road. But
No, and no.
and when we first went there, we had to walk to town. So it was John and Steve and me and Max at the time.
was at the time, yeah.
And
We had to walk to town. It was like
the band.
Why don't we take a
So we
car?
walked the mile down the
Oh, there-
driveway.
No
and then
cars here.
you had to walk past this real old cemetery. And then
Oh.
by the time you got to town, it was like, oh my God. We got to
Yeah,
walk
and
back.
it was uphill both ways. No. And let me tell you,
After a couple of days, we said, we're not walking it back to
we're
that
not.
town
Yeah,
again.
we're not going back
We
to
are
that
not
town.
doing
Call a
it.
cab.
So you better
or-
find us a car.
So the two interesting things that happened in the first days that we were there was, walking uphill to town was okay, but tonight we're going to go and we're going to have dinner at the Foss, which is where you saw
Oh
way
my
down
God.
there, right?
Yeah, you walk through the grass and the hills.
Yeah,
don't walk in the
we'll
street.
take the shortcut.
Yeah.
What? Goldilocks? What are you talking about? And we cut through the woods, and we're climbing over this fieldstone fence and whatever that the Romans
Yeah.
probably built.
Yeah,
And
the
so-
trouble was walking back
So yeah, the trouble was walking back
because we were drunk.
because now it's dark, and they are both pissed drunk.
Yeah.
Gone. And
Not me, John and Max.
Yeah, John and Max. Gone. Frickin' gone. And he says, it's elbows time. And I was like, what? And he puts his arms like this, like grab him by the elbow. So I had Max on one and him on the other, and Laurie had the other side. And now we get to the part where the shortcut is, and we say, nah. Not dragging this through the woods. So we had to walk the extra half a mile uphill to get to the mile-long driveway. I think they probably sobered up by the time we got back. Oh, God.
Okay, what's next on
Oh, I don't know.
because
Let's
Angus
see
will
what-
be coming in soon.
Let's see what we have next.
Yeah.
What do we have next? Did I play this? Yeah, I played the koi pond. Okay, here you go. This next. Some more shots of the house. This is fun. I don't even know if it's on.
They can use that baby as well. I've got coal.
This is all, extra footage that we shot for the film, and I did some of these shots were done with VH1. But I mean, look at this. There's Scarlett and Marlena.
Wolfhound is Scarlet.
Yeah, the white wolfhound is. What is all this?
I don't know.
Okay, no DMs. No.
Yes, we're doing this
Okay,
show.
yeah. Anyway, so
John.
so that's Scarlett. Oh man, she's about Remy's size because she was small for a wolfhound.
She was big.
Who's okay? And so this is what he's walking on now is what would be called the archery lawn, which I guess is where they would have the archery contests or whatever the hell else they did back when it was boring and no electricity. And I mean, now look at this place. Where are you? Very nice one there, VH1. Or maybe that was Justin. I don't know. But you see that little roof in the background? You see that on the other side of the wall to the right of the screen? I wonder if they're going to show that again. That is the dog's house. That's their daytime house. They live there in the daytime. And it's called Done Sniffin'.
Like they're finished sniffing.
Yeah. So wait a minute. Let me. I gotta see if they can find. I don't know if we got any shots of Done Sniffing. Maybe. Yeah. So these are all just crazy pickup shots of him and the dog, and my God, how many
Dogs
times we
suck.
did this?
Dogs.
Dogs.
Never leaving Marlene out.
Yeah. No, I can't leave Marlene out. She was such a sweetheart. And those puppies that she had turned into like the giant, big-headed devil dog type.
Just take another step forward, please, John.
Take another step
Another
forward,
step
please,
forward.
John. Yep.
That's good.
Straighten out your glasses, John.
Kitty wants to know if John ever did silly things with the skeletons with you.
He did all kind. Yeah, he used to dance with them on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, but not like he didn't try to freak you out.
No, he didn't have to.
Nope.
No, no. Okay, so let's see I gotta. Oh, maybe you'll get to see it. No, you won't. But right down there to the right is like a house where the dogs would go, and there's some more of the art. These are the ones that are colored in. Obviously, that's Long John Moon. He called these his rock and roll ancestors. That's obviously generations. John in the, well, I guess John in the 90s, Roger in the 80s, Pete in the 70s, and Keith in the 60s.
Right, generations.
Right, I get it. So yeah, then this is just them taking more pictures of this, because this stuff was all over the place. Oh, now that is the dining room with Henry and Arthur, and that's all pretty real stuff. And well, I can't tell you how many meals we shared there, but oh God, I should tell them about the. Should I tell them about the duck call?
Oh, sure, why not?
Okay, I'll let this run, and I will tell you about the Irish duck call. I'll tell you. You've heard me tell the story about. Hang on, I will. I'll get in the. Here we go. Here comes me. Here I come. So some guns for you, and boom, there I am. Okay, so guns. Am I backwards again? I hate this. Guns, and again, this was. Can I do this? I can. Boom. Okay, we're backwards. Now we get over here, and everything's nice. Okay, so guns. Oh, you'll see that again. See, that helmet is the one I was talking about. Don't say. But that's in this. I told you the story about when Bobby and the guys took me down to the fosse when I first got to England, and they told me to blow into the little horn, and powder went all over my head. Well, Laurie and I decided that we were going to get them back. So we did, big time. Now,
They didn't get powder all over.
no,
their
but it
face.
was better.
But they felt like fools.
They felt like it. So I said, by this time, and we're in this dining room, and I said to them, to Bobby Pridden and to John, do you guys know how to make an Irish duck call? And they, what? A what? An Irish duck call. Have you've never seen that? And Laurie's going, oh, come on. You want to show them how to do that? And I said, why? Come on, why not? And so we go into
Because
this.
I had seen him do this to
Yeah.
people in New York before.
Yes, she had seen me do this to people in New York
So
before.
I knew how to go along.
And these guys are drunk. I mean, they're frickin' drinking port, Wars Port, 1950 Wars Port. And they are just,
That's the stuff I drank there.
Yeah, when you
I
were
went
taming
out in
the bulls.
Field of bulls.
which is another story for another time. So, more guns. I think those are the ones. These are the ones that he gave us. Anyway, there's one of them.
Yep.
There's four of them somewhere. Anyway, so we're sitting in the dining room, and I said, "Do you guys know how to make an Irish duck call?" What? And Bobby just falls right into it. I mean, Bobby, if you're going to play a prank on anybody, Bobby's the one.
Pridden,
Bobby
right.
Pridden's the one. Keith Moon used to just drive him out of his mind. Okay. So this is just, no, Moose, how do we make an Irish duck call? I said, well, you got a pack of cigarettes there? And they give me a pack of cigarettes, right?
No, wait. Bobby called him Moose because when they were on tour in Canada, Steve was sitting in the front of the tour bus wanting to see a moose.
Yeah, live moose
Yes.
in Canada.
So he got the
So I
nickname,
got the nickname
Moose.
Moose.
And little did they know that
That-
Steve's brother had given him that nickname
Yeah. So it stuck.
after Mr. Moose.
Yeah, from
Mr.
Captain Kangaroo.
Captain Kangaroo.
Okay, so that's not the one. He didn't give us that, did he? No, that's a nice one. All right, so we have they hand me a pack of cigarettes, right? And I slide the little plastic thing off, the little
Yeah.
cellophane thing.
Yep.
And I said, all right, now what is it? And I have a cigarette.
We smoked at the time.
Yeah, we were still smoking at the time. And is this over? Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, you're not in space.
Wow. Well, anyway, all right. So let me come back, and then.
Okay.
Oh no! I'm in this. Oh hi! I'm floating around in space. Yes. Anyway, so I pull the cellophane off of the cigarette pack, and I've got the cigarette, and they're like, "What's he gonna do?" And so I said, "What is it, Laurie? One big one on the side?" And she said, "Yeah, one big one on the side." And I burn through
The cellophane.
the side of the cellophane, right? And then I said, and
Makes
then
a cigarette hole.
with a cigarette, right? And then I said, and then it's what, 2 little ones or 3 little ones? And she says, it's 2 little ones there, and then you do the other side. So now I turned the thing over, and I said, so another big one on the top, and then the 2 little ones? And she goes, yeah.
But I could have said no because
So then she said, so then I said, okay, well now I have to do the top, and I know that's 1 big one and 1 little one. And she goes, no, it's not. It's 2 big ones. And I'm like, no. What happened? My camera just went away.
Uh-oh.
John, oh, that's you.
yeah. Well, I'm trying to get rid of that
You got
box.
Don't touch that box.
Okay.
Don't touch it.
All right.
So we burned, this goes on for 15 minutes. We've burned so many different size holes into
And
this.
they're getting drunker and
And
drunker.
they're just sitting there amazed that they're going to see this Irish duck call, right? And I'm telling you, I had them 15 minutes at least. And there's almost no place left to burn a hole. And then I said, okay, you guys ready?
and they're like waiting.
They're like, yeah.
Yes. Let's hear
And-
this Irish duck call.
And I said, okay, here we go. Ready? And I said, here, ducky, 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 ducky.
After they sat there for 15 minutes watching it, and each other, no, don't burn it there. Yes, make 3 holes there, 2 holes there. But they laughed.
Yes, they did.
Because it's so boring.
Yeah. All right, Angus, it's your turn, pal.
Was he in?
No.
Where is he? Oh, he
He's
said he
around
might,
here someplace.
did he say he was coming in for
He
sure?
said he was coming in.
Okay.
Because I have one more thing to play for you.
Well, you might as well do it while you're waiting for Angus.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, so this is, there he is.
there it
Okay,
is.
admit one.
Yeah!
Perfect.
Angus!
All right, you were gonna play something?
What? No, I'll play it at the end.
Okay.
Just,
Let me turn this up a little bit.
it's. I see you got the autographed Nautilus.
Oh, you like that, huh?
Autographed Nautilus. Autographed Nautilus. Autographed Nautilus.
Oh, I have to like.
Thank you, Shar.
Hey, Lori.
Hey, Angus!
All right, I didn't know if you left or not.
What?
No, she doesn't leave
Why
till
would
8
I
o'clock.
leave?
No, I don't know. What do I know?
And listen,
Okay.
you got to call me after the show. It's important.
He needs a co-pilot.
I need a co-pilot.
Okay.
You can't fly that ship without me.
But I got to tell you, the Obiani coming along.
Yeah, man.
Ah.
Lightsaber work.
Yeah,
Oh.
practice every day.
I looked up.
I haven't broken anything yet.
I looked up those things after you were saying they're like over $400,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what? And I looked them up. I'm like, oh my god, these are really cool.
Well, I mean, they're it's. Do you know about swords or you do any of that kind of stuff? Did you ever take fencing in college?
I found one the other day, but it was plastic. Okay, never mind.
Well, okay. Anyway.
Okay, so what do we got, Angus?
Yeah. So yeah.
Tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. So, all right. I got a good joke too. So,
Oh, okay.
all right. Wait, we'll end with the joke.
Okay, we'll end with a joke.
Okay, tomorrow night. This is a real treat. Did you ever hear of a guitar viol?
Of the what?
A guitar viol. That's
No.
what it's called. Made by this company called oh god, I can't remember the name of the company now. I know I should have wrote it down, but this guy Jonathan Wilson.
Jonathan Wilson.
Wilson.
The Irish duck call here.
And he came up with this. It's it's like a guitar and a violin, but more like it's kind of like a cello. Also, it's like violin cello, and it's God. Here. Let me put him up there. You can see what this is. Jonathan Wilson. I'm right in front of his name there. There it is.
Jonathan Wilson.
Wow. Look. Oh, so.
Wait. Check this thing coming up.
Whoa. That's the bridge. So okay. Oh wow, that's different. This one's different.
Yeah, that one's a little bit different.
What's it called?
It's
Guitar
called
viol.
guitar viol. guitar viol.
Like a viola and
Does
a
he
guitar.
make those?
Yes, he's the only one that makes those.
And wow, that would be great.
Yeah.
That's it's. I guess does it? What does it have? A piezo in the bridge? That's the pickup.
I'm not sure. You're gonna ask him, but I was watching a video. This instrument has been used in a lot of movies and stuff like that, as part of background music. It was used in that movie 300. Remember that movie?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was used in there. The guy that did the music for that. But let me go back as it keeps on going. But this guy's real interesting,
Oh, that would be fun talking to him. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have a mutual friend. That would be good too. I'm not going to mention who it was.
I don't get to mention who it was. We don't get to know.
No, you don't get to know. When you talk to him tomorrow,
Oh,
you'll
tell me,
you'll
he'll
find
tell
out
me.
tomorrow when you're
He'll tell me.
talking to him.
Yeah, I think it's going to be real good. But that's basically it.
That's basically it.
Yeah, if you want to run through the week, there's the
Guitar viols.
what happened to him? Oh, there he goes. Yeah, the Anything Goes. It's Steve and Laurie on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Thursday is the Throwback Thursdays.
Check you
Yeah.
out.
Always good. And then, of course, Free for All Friday.
Yeah.
No, that's it, man. Yeah.
Oh, and tomorrow night is the new season of Only Murders in the Building. Children of the
Oh, okay.
Lawn.
Oh, yeah. And
That's how they got their name,
Where are you on Peaky Blinders?
Oh, we did a lot of watching last night. In fact, we didn't even go to bed until like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Bravo, young squire.
Where are you?
Season two, episode 4, maybe it's season 3, episode 2, or something like that.
Well, what happened?
What's
Who's
going
dead?
on? Oh, who's dead?
Dead. I'm so bad with names. The sister's husband.
Oh, okay. That's still season 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're in season 2. It's like
Yeah. Thorne,
Ada's husband.
Ada's husband.
Yeah.
Ada's husband, and he just bought her the house or
Yeah,
something.
in London.
I bought the mother house, found the mother's son, but found that the daughter's dead.
Ah, right.
Stuff like that, but it's really good. We're hooked.
Well, you know what? Strap in, pal, because it gets
It gets better.
it really does.
Well, I don't know. I'll probably be doing it again tonight because we couldn't stop watching it.
Yeah,
I
that's
hear
how
you.
we are. We've watched.
Yeah.
This is our second time
Yeah,
around.
this is our second time around,
And
and
we
it's
don't
interesting
remember
because
things.
it's like we never watched it before. It's like, do you remember this? I
Oh,
don't
Kitty
remember
wants
this.
to know if anybody watched. Oh man, we were
No, that's
trying
on
to
our
watch that.
That's
but
on our list.
It's on our list. It wouldn't start it from the beginning for some
Yeah,
reason.
we'll have to wait till they go to sleep and trick them.
Well, it's
So
on
we can see
Hulu. But yeah, we love Jeff Bridges, so we want
Yeah,
to
he's
watch
great.
that.
I'm a Jeff Bridges fan myself.
Yeah.
So
How
there
can
you
you
go.
not like
So
Jeff
that's
Bridges? He's the dude.
yeah, he is the dude.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the joke. I'm gonna
All right,
finish-
where's your
Okay.
joke?
Okay. Hit me.
kids on the corner selling fish, and he yells out, "Get your damn fish! Get your damn fish here!" And there's a preacher standing there, right? The preacher walks over and he says, "Look, I don't think it's right that you call me." He says, "No, listen." He goes, "I call them damn fish because I caught them down at the dam. That's where I caught the fish."
Ah.
Oh, he says, "Oh, give me a few of them then." So preacher takes them home, gives them to the wife, and he says, "Cook the damn fish." He goes, "I don't think that word is supposed to be in your vocabulary." And he goes, No, listen. He explains to her where the fish came from. She's like, "Oh, okay." So later on, they're sitting at the dinner table, and he says to his son, "Son, pass me the damn fish." And the son says, "Why, you're finally loosening up, Dad. That's the speed." He goes, "Pass me the fucking potatoes."
Yeah.
Okay. Mine comes with a visual. Okay.
Oh.
Mine comes
The
with
one
a
that
visual.
Gene sent you today.
Yeah. Okay. You see that?
Yes.
The father rat says, "Timmy, it's time for me to come clean about something. Your mother and I never got married. So yes, that means you're a rat bastard."
All right. I thought you were going to show the poor cow.
Oh no. But yeah, no, I got a fresh supply. I mean, Gene, it's like now that I'll tell you what, I'm going to play this other thing, but how many trumpet players does it take to pave a driveway?
I don't know.
7, but you have to lay them out right. What's the difference between an oboe and a bassoon?
Oh no.
You can hit a baseball farther with a bassoon. Okay, so anyway.
One more.
One more?
Make it a good one.
Make it a good one. Okay. All right, let's see. I want one. Some of these are just too freaking out there. Glissando, no.
Make it a good one.
All right. Jimmy, I'm not going to read from there. Jimmy says to his mother, "When I grow up, I want to be a drummer." And she says, "Now, Timmy, you can't do both." That's all I got.
I got that. I told Franny that one.
Which, that one?
Yeah, she didn't get it.
How come my story
She didn't
don't
get the
work?
one that I just told you, that I just said.
Yeah, because
That's if she knows the difference between a drummer and a savings bond. Chances are the savings bond will mature and make money. Take it easy, get your thing. There's some good drummer ones in here too. But listen, show's almost over. I got to play my last Johnny clip, and like I said,
then, time for dinner and
I'll
Peaky
call
Blinders.
you. I'll call you after the show.
I
okay?
gotta go back and watch it because you were just about to show him how to make that. What was it? The Italian duck call.
Oh,
The
the
Irish duck call.
Irish.
Irish.
I
Oh,
gotta-
he's Irish. Angus,
I gotta
I've
finish-
heard Irish.
Oh no!
I gotta finish watching that one.
It's man. That was one of those things you had to be there for. But yeah, go ahead and watch it, and I'll call you in a little bit.
All right, talk to you later.
See you, man.
Bye. Oh, yeah.
And there he goes. Thank you very much,
See, the music
Angus.
plays when he comes and he goes.
He's a treasure, that boy. All right. So
Okay.
anyway,
Let's wrap up Johnny's
chances
night.
are you've seen this before. Now you're going to see it again. You can never see this magical performance too many times.
And what is it?
I don't know. It's not playing. John, you didn't want me to play this? Oh, yes, he did. I know why. Because it's got this stupid shit at the beginning of it. Okay, here we go. Living Legends of Rock and Roll, live from Ichiku Park, also known
I
as
was like, I'm not living
Bonnaroo.
anymore.
Bonnaroo. Yeah, this is a time lapse of them setting up the stage.
Oh, and this song.
Yeah.
You're going to get flagged for that song.
I'll pull it down.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We don't want to hear that song anyway.
When you move in, right up close to me, that's when I get the shakes all over me. Quivers in my backbone, I got the shakes, my neighbor. Quivers in the backbone, shaking all over. shivers in my back. I got the shakes in my bones. In the tyrone. Shaking all over.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a beautiful stage. A beautiful night. Yep, that's us. Duking it out. Oh,
Well,
man.
Richard Wing says John was innovative. Sounds like a synthesizer. Drums are really tight. Great chemistry. Live, amazing.
Well, thank you.
It was a synthesizer.
No, it wasn't a synthesizer.
Oh, you didn't have that yet?
I wasn't using it there. No, he's talking about John's bass.
Oh.
Oh no, he used to go so crazy every time it was time to go out and do a new run, no matter who it was with. It was I have to get new gear. He was obsessed. And if you read the lyrics to the song at the top of this show, you'll know exactly what you all meant to him. So, on that happy note.
Okay, that concludes your show, John. And the thunder has stopped.
When it thunders, think of John Entwistle. And if I don't see you in the future,
Wait. Tomorrow night, we have Jonathan Wilson, who makes the guitar viol. So, if Steve doesn't see you in the future,
I'll see you in the pasture.
good night, everybody.